In this review, we're going to be looking at the Walmart exclusive G.I.Joe retro card series, Gung-Ho. I recently got my retro card series Gung-Ho in the mail from Walmart, and like with a lot of every experience, they sent this in a bubble mailer, and it got crunched pretty good. It almost looked like somebody stomped on it in the mailer. It had like a dark print right on the front of it. My Baroness got it worse. She was not even a bubble mailer. They just mailed her in a plastic bag. Other than that, the figure looks good. I like the design of the retro card figure card backs for these, but what in the hell's with this cardboard? This is the floppiest, cheapest cardboard I've ever seen. It's supposed to be an adult collectible. I was expecting like the retro Marvel Legends. They're doubled up card backs. You can see where there's a fold seam right here, and you can see where they're glued together to make one thick card back, and it's solid. This is what we should be getting. This is flimsy crap. This is nowhere near meant to be for collectors. Now they're called it for collectors, but it is not. Other than that, I like the design of these retro card backs. Just they need to upgrade the cardboard. I plan on opening my Gung-Ho, but I still like to have a nice card because I was going to do the trap door and probably put like the older Gung-Ho in here just for a display piece. And on the back, we got the file cards. A little nitpick here with the file cards. I know they're trying to save money, especially with seeing how flimsy the cardboard is. But they put the bio. I like the fact that the bio cards are back, but I don't like they put it in 5 different languages. I know they're trying to save money on the packaging and stuff. It's an example of the crap cardboard they're using. But give us a bigger bio, single languages for each, and you can do it. You're cheaping out enough where you can do this cheap cardboard. You can print out separate ones for different countries. It's ridiculous that the quality of, quality of these packaging. On the bottom, you got some legalese, attention, your sad onion on the bottom. There's your barcode if you need it. And here we have Gung-Ho on the plastic tray. Now we can see the figure clearly with all the accessories. He comes with a new knife, a new hat, or cover as they call it, backpack. He's got I think it's a new rifle and a handgun. I think this handgun's a reuse from maybe the heavy artillery roadblock. Not sure. We'll do a comparison here in a little bit. And we have a Gung-Ho outside the plastic tray. With all the accessories. Speaking of accessories, he's got a few new accessories that we'll look at. He's got a new backpack. Looks pretty good. It's a standard style classified backpack. This one looks like it's glued together. It doesn't come apart. The original Snake Eyes backpack you can actually take apart. It looks like this one's glued in. You get this new proper marine cover. As you can see, he's got actually sculpted details on top the crest of the hat. Looks good. Got the eagle with the wings spread out. And we got a new pistol. Originally I thought this might have been a reuse of the roadblock pistol, but it's actually a new sculpt. The roadblock pistol is quite a bit bigger. And we have the new shotgun style weapon. Looks really good. You can see all the weapons have the opening in the barrel. Just to check, let's see if these are compatible with the Marvel Legends effects. No, they are not. That opening is too small for the Marvel Legends. I do have some Valaverse blast effects. They're the right diameter, but the Valaverse stems are a little long. If you wanted to snip those down to fit the G.I.Joe weapons, you could, but I have too many Valaverse weapons, so I'm not going to worry about that. And so what about the small pistol? And we got the smaller muzzle flash. Oh, that one fits in there nicer, but it's still, the stem's too long. But it's the exact same diameter, though. How's it look on this bigger gun? Yeah, it's just not deep enough. You can actually take a small drill bit if you want to and deepen that up a little bit to where these Velaverse blast effects will be more compatible with it. He's got a new knife. It fits into his knife sheath on his leg. Nice sculpt. Blades painted silver. Looks really good. Let's go ahead and put that into the sheath. It's one little annoying thing about this sheath. It wants to slide down a lot when you mess with it, just barely touching it. And finally, he's got a figure stand. It's got the Joe logo on it. Just simple black figure stand, which is a good thing to have some figures that are a little harder to stand than others, but Gung-Ho is not one of them. But let's see how this works. The peg holes are a little too forward that way. Let's try to flip it around. Yeah, it's meant for display this way. That works a lot better. As for new parts, he's got a new head, new vest. Is it the same holster as, nope, it's a brand new holster. So it's got a 2-strap on roadblock, single strap on this one, big strap. And a new knife sheath. Are these new? I do believe this is a new sculpt as well with the shells on the side. As for the head, it's a really good classic style head sculpt for Gung-Ho. Let's bring in the first version Gung-Ho. This, you can actually keep this one in your collection and use as a completely different character. They look very different. They're not the same character. This one looks more like a Chuck Liddell. This one looks more like classic Gung-Ho. Completely bald head versus the mohawk on the top. Standard mustache instead of the handlebar mustache on the original one. Skin tones are pretty close. And the chest tattoos are big difference. You got a small one on the original one. And a big chest tattoo on the new one. This is more like it. I know it's not the exact tattoo you're supposed to be on here, but for copyright issues, that's pretty close as they can get. You got the new vest. You got the grenades molded onto the vest here. More simplified style vest. You got more tech style vest on the version 1. You got the Joe comms molded onto it and a shoulder pad. You got the grenades on the side. And it looks to be armored plates on this vest. On this one, it's just a standard style vest. Nothing tactical about it except for holding grenades. Let's go ahead and look at the articulation on this. It's Gung-Ho, so we really know the Gung-Ho roadblock body. We pretty know what we're getting. Let's go ahead and just take a look at it anyway. The head is on disc hinge with a ball peg on top. So it's good range forward and back. Pop the head back on. You can look up, look down. The neck is actually on a ball joint too on the lower base of it. So the neck can move independently. Can't really tilt too much with the tolerances they have on this one, but it can rotate. The neck is very tight. There it goes. Rotate do a full 360. Put a little bit of shock oil or something on the ball joint of that. Loosen it up a little bit. He's got disc hinge shoulders. Go up to here. Full 360. There's a butterfly joint. Goes back just a little bit. Forward a little bit. Very stiff on this one. You can see there's a very little range of movement in that butterfly. Bicep rotation. Double jointed elbows. Hinge and swivel wrist. Horizontal hinge on both hands. Yep. Now we got new hands. I missed that earlier. It's like these are bare hands. All the previous versions of this body has gloved hands. We now got some bare hands for this mold. Too bad we didn't get any with a vertical hinge. Hopefully when we get to Sergeant Slaughter, we actually get some vertically hinged gun-holding hands, because it looks like he comes with quite a few. He's got the ab crunch. Goes back this far. And when it goes back, the tattoo does not continue. It'd be nice if they could have continued the paint when you use the ab crunch. It crunches forward this much. Full 360 at the waist. There's a ball joint there. It's tight, and you hear it click. Get a little bit of rock with that ball joint. Ball jointed hips on drop down hinges. So you can kick forward. And this far back, you can do the splits, full Van Dam. And they're very tight. You got thigh rotation, double joint knees. Gets you up this far. There's a boot rotation. Hinged ankles can only go up this far, down this much. Ankle pivots. The only real big restriction on this is on these boots, these armored boots. Can't really kick forward that much. And this mold actually has little small feet too. That's one from the pictures I've seen too. That's one of the things I like about the new Sarge. This, you're getting a reuse of this torso and new legs from the hips down, all new. But let's go ahead and get Gung-Ho all geared up, see how he looks. You have Gung-Ho all geared up, and this is the Gung-Ho we've been waiting for. This looks great. I love the colors on this thing, the turquoise blue camo. It is so garish, and I love it. Love the new cover. It's more proportionate to the size of the head, and its proper shape. The vest looks great. The new weapons, new holsters, everything looks great on this thing. The only thing I wish we could have got was new boots. I hate these little armored boots. They're restricted. The movement on the forward motion of the foot, and they're little small. Like the feet are a little small in proportion for the size figure. But other than that, it's a great looking figure, and I love the classicness of this Gung-Ho. And for comparison, let's go ahead and just bring in the version 1. You can see all his sci-fi gear. Got his Nerf guns all decked out. Back, it's a different style backpack. And we got one that's basically been declassified with using the version 2 Sarge and some Valorverse weapons. More of like a Marvel Comics style. We got a Sunbow style, and we got the modern sci-fi style with the version 1. I have no problem with displaying these two in the same display because they look like completely two different characters. They do favor each other, of course, but it does look like two different characters. This one's got the proper marine cover with the Valorverse marine, and this one is more of an, I guess, an army style. But I love this. This new one is perfect. This is the Gung-Ho for everybody's collection. I'd be curious to see if the declassified. You got this. You can get this vest. The Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Valorverse. They have a declassified set. You can get this vest if you want a longer vest instead of cutting off before the waist. You can actually get this vest in blue, which should match this one pretty good. And get a few extra weapons. You get a grenade launcher, which actually would match up with the shells. The grenade launcher with the declassified set comes with one of these. This is from the prototype armament set, and it matches up with the grenades pretty well. Actually, it looks like a good alternate weapon for Gung-Ho, which I'll probably end up using this one with him. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the review. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.